Nüwa, also known as Nüwa, is one of the most important deities in Chinese mythology. She is often referred to as the mother goddess of Chinese civilization and is credited with creating humanity and repairing the world after a great catastrophe. The name Nüwa is composed of two characters, Nu meaning female and Wa, which is an ancient Chinese surname. Nüwa is typically depicted as a being with the upper body of a woman and the lower body of a snake or dragon. This hybrid form symbolizes her connection to both the earthly and divine realms. In some representations, she is shown with a human body and a snake's tail, while in others, she appears fully human, but is often associated with serpentine imagery. The origins of Nüwa's myth are ancient and complex, with various versions and interpretations evolving over thousands of years of Chinese history. Her stories are found in numerous classical texts, including the Huanzi, Lizi, and Shanhaijing, classic of mountains and seas. These sources, while sometimes contradictory, collectively paint a picture of a powerful, benevolent deity who played a crucial role in the formation and preservation of the world. Nüwa in Chinese mythology. In the vast pantheon of Chinese mythology, Nüwa occupies a unique and pivotal position. She is often considered one of the three sovereigns, San Huang, a group of mythological rulers and deities credited with establishing Chinese civilization. The other two are typically Fuxi, who is sometimes portrayed as Nüwa's brother or husband, and Shennong, the divine farmer. Nüwa's role in Chinese mythology is multifaceted. She is primarily known for creating humanity, repairing the broken pillars of heaven, stopping the Great Flood, inventing the reed pipe instrument, instituting marriage. These acts position her as a creator, preserver, and cultural innovator. Her myths often emphasize her role in maintaining cosmic order and harmony between heaven, earth, and humanity. In some traditions, Nüwa is also associated with the concept of yin, the feminine principle in Chinese philosophy, while Fuxi represents yang, the masculine principle. Together, they symbolize the balance and complementarity of these cosmic forces. The story of Nüwa is deeply intertwined with Chinese cosmogony, the study of the origin of the universe. In many versions of the myth, she exists at the beginning of time, emerging from the primordial chaos to bring order and life to the world. This positions her as not just a created deity, but as a fundamental force in the cosmos itself. The creation of humans. One of Nüwa's most famous acts in Chinese mythology is the creation of humans. This story has several variations, but the most common version goes as follows. In the early days of the world, after the separation of heaven and earth, Nüwa walked the earth and found it beautiful but lonely. She decided to create companions to populate this world. Standing by the bank of a river or pond, she began to scoop up yellow clay and mold it into small figurines. As she shaped each figurine, she breathed life into it, and it became a living human. She created many of these clay figures, but the process was slow and laborious. To speed up the process, she is said to have taken a length of rope or vine, dipped it in the clay or mud, and then swung it around, flicking droplets of clay in all directions. Each of these droplets became a human being. This myth explains not only the origin of humanity, but also the perceived differences in social status in ancient Chinese society. The carefully molded figurines were said to have become the nobility and wealthy, while the droplets formed from the swinging rope became the common people. In some versions of the story, Nüwa continues this creation process for 6 days, mirroring creation myths from other cultures. On the 7th day, she rests, having populated the earth with humans. This creation myth reflects several important aspects of Chinese philosophy and social structure. A. the connection between humans and the earth, as represented by the clay. B. The divine origin of humanity, the explanation for social stratification, the importance of balance and order in the cosmos. It's worth noting that in some versions of the myth, Nüwa creates animals before humans, establishing a hierarchy in the natural world. In others, she creates different races of humans on different days, attempting to explain human diversity. The act of breathing life into the clay figures is significant, as it mirrors similar creation myths from other cultures, such as the biblical account of God breathing life into Adam. This breath of life, Qi, is a fundamental concept in Chinese philosophy and traditional medicine, representing the vital energy that animates all living things. The Great Flood and Nüwa's restoration of order. Another pivotal story in the Nüwa myth cycle involves her role in restoring order to the world after a great catastrophe. This event is sometimes described as a flood, while in other versions it's a more complex cosmic disaster. The basic outline of the story is as follows. In ancient times, the pillars supporting the sky were damaged, causing heaven and earth to tilt and nearly collapse. This cosmic imbalance led to numerous calamities. A. The sky began to fall, creating holes through which water poured onto the earth. B. Fires raged and checked across the land. 100 wild beasts attacked and devoured humans. D. Birds of prey snatched up the smaller animals. Seeing the destruction and suffering this caused, Nüwa decided to intervene and restore order to the world. Her actions to repair the damage are described in several steps. Repairing the sky, Nüwa gathered 5 colored stones, often described as being of 5 different elements, and melted them to patch the holes in the sky. This act stopped the deluge of water from the heavens. Supporting the heavens, to prevent the sky from falling again, Nüwa cut off the legs of a giant turtle and used them to prop up the 4 corners of the sky. In some versions, she uses the shells of mollusks or the bones of a dragon for this purpose. Controlling the flood. To stop the flooding on Earth, Nüwa gathered reeds and ashes to dam the overflowing rivers and lakes. In some versions, she's said to have used the shell of a giant tortoise to plug a hole in the earth from which water was gushing, restoring balance. Finally, Nüwa is said to have defeated the black dragon, or in some versions, killed a black dragon to restore balance to the world. This myth serves several purposes in Chinese culture. A. It explains natural phenomena such as floods and the apparent dome of the sky. B. It reinforces the idea of cosmic order and the need for balance between heaven and earth. C. It establishes Nüwa as a protective deity who cares for humanity and the world. D. It provides a mythological explanation for various geographical features, such as the tilted appearance of the earth and sky in some regions. The story of Nüwa repairing the sky is often interpreted as an allegory for the role of rulers in maintaining social order and harmony. Just as Nüwa mends the broken cosmos, a good ruler should work to repair and maintain the social fabric. The use of 5 colored stones in repairing the sky is significant in Chinese philosophy. The 5 colors, typically blue, red, yellow, white, and black, correspond to the 5 elements: wuxing, wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, which are fundamental to Chinese cosmology and traditional medicine. Nüwa's other contributions to Chinese culture beyond her roles as creator and preserver. Nüwa is credited with several other contributions to Chinese civilization, inventing the reed pipe. In some myths, Nüwa is said to have invented the sheng, a type of reed pipe instrument. This invention is sometimes linked to her creation of humans, with the music of the sheng representing the sounds of human speech or the harmony of human society. By instituting marriage, Nüwa is often credited with establishing the institution of marriage. In some stories, she and Fuxi, who is sometimes portrayed as her brother, become the first married couple, setting an example for humanity. This myth explains the origin of social structures and emphasizes the importance of marriage in Chinese culture. C. Teaching humanity. In various myths, Nüwa is described as teaching early humans various skills necessary for civilization, such as hunting, cooking, and weaving. D. Establishing the 100 family surnames. Some traditions credit Nüwa with creating the concept of family names, which became an important aspect of Chinese social structure. Inventing fishing and hunting tools. In some regional variations of the myth, Nüwa is said to have invented various tools for fishing and hunting, helping early humans to survive and thrive. These contributions position Nüwa not just as a creator deity, but as a culture hero who played a crucial role in the development of Chinese civilization. Her actions bridge the gap between the divine and human realms, explaining how humanity acquired the knowledge and tools necessary for societal development. Symbolism and interpretation. Myths surrounding Nüwa are rich in symbolism and have been subject to various interpretations throughout Chinese history. Some key symbolic elements include